Hey guys, what's up, Zyflin here, and today I'm going to be condensing the jam-packed Warframe Devstream 185 into a shorter video for you guys, so you can get all of the important information in a fraction of the time. First up, Warframe's 12-year anniversary is coming up, and with the 12-year anniversary, all of the previous Dex weapons and cosmetics will be coming back into the game alongside the new Dex Loris Ephemera. The Dex Loris Ephemera will be the login reward when the anniversary rolls around, and there's going to be a forum post sharing all of the upcoming details and alerts so you can farm the rest of the Dex assets being re-added into the game. Secondly, the 4 new Protoframes were revealed. Here is a short little trailer showing them off.
A mall? Some safe house.
You want to risk it?
Are we going in or not? Let me do the talking.
So these 4 new Protoframes, if you are unfamiliar, are Frost, Saren, Nova, and the new Warframe Temple. Nova's name is Kayla Velasco. Temple's name is Flare. Saren's name is Minerva, and Frost is called Velamir. Unfortunately, none of these Protoframes are dateable because they have their own unique lore and backstory. Whenever you load into Warframe's Hulvania after the update drops, if you're rank 4 with the Hex Syndicate, a bar is going to open up, and this is where you can talk to the new Protoframes. Some of them, we don't know who you're not going to be able to talk to until you're rank 5 with the Hex Syndicate. Kayla Velasco, a new NPC or Protoframe, is going to be a Protoframe that's going to grant you access to the new 1999 version of the Elite Deep Archimedia game mode at rank 5 with the Hex Syndicate, and this is called Temporal Archimedia. Temporal Archimedia is basically the exact same as Elite Deep Archimedia, except it comes with a sticker system that is going to give you buffs that you can use to counteract the negative effects that are granted in the Elite Deep Archimedia game mode. With this new Temporal Archimedia, they're adding in 15 new deviations, 11 new risk variables, and 7 new personal modifiers. These personal modifiers are going to be shared between the Sanctum Deep Archimedia and the new 1999 one. In Temporal Archimedia, you can earn Pix chips as a reward. These are chips that you're going to use to purchase the stickers to combat the negative effects that the game mode grants you. Now, unfortunately though, the new Temporal Archimedia is also going to consume 2 of your search pulses, which means you're going to be able to do only 1 run of Elite Deep Archimedia per week, 1 run of Temporal Archimedia, and now 1 run of Netracells. And I think this is a major L. I'd love to be able to run both Elite Deep Archimedia, Temporal Archimedia, and the free Netracells that we were previously able to do per week, but definitely let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Temporal Archimedia comes with 3 new Arcanes. So first up we have Arcane Escapist, and this reads: on Mercy Kill, gain a stack of Escapist. This stacks up to 10 times. Every 5 stack is going to grant you a revive and 12 seconds of invulnerability after taking fatal damage. So this is damage that would otherwise kill you. Second up, we have an Arcane called Arcane Hotshot, which reads: gain 6% weapon critical chance for 10 seconds when using abilities to inflict heat status effects onto enemies. This Arcane can stack up to 50 times, which means you're going to get a final crit chance boost of 300%. Now, I can see this one being really good on a Mesa build, running Corrosive and Heat on the regulators with 5 Topaz shards. And finally, we're getting an arcane called the Universal Fallout, and this one reads, each radiation status effect inflicted onto enemies gives an unknown amount of chance to drop a universal orb on death. This could possibly be used on Corvex, but I don't personally see myself using it, and on top of that, we don't actually know, the actual numbers that are gonna be on this arcane because they weren't actually shown on the dev stream, so it's hard to tell how good or bad this arcane is actually gonna be. Now, next up, they showed off Frost, the Protoframe Vendors, as a vendor, and he is going to sell decorations, so you can use these in your backroom. So if you're into decorating your backroom and you want to buy all of 1999 themed decorations and stuff like that, lucky you. Now, Minerva, which is Saren, she's going to be selling new upcoming Scourger weapons that were shown in the previous dev stream. They unfortunately didn't click into this, so we can't actually show you any footage. So yeah, that's pretty unlucky. And finally, we've got Flare. Now, they did mention a little bit that Flare's guitar is called Lizzie, and this guitar is actually going to talk. So we didn't hear any of the talking in the dev stream, but apparently there's going to be some lore behind this talking guitar. Now, by talking to Flare, you can actually pick up the parts for the new Warframe Temple and his signature secondary pistol, the Riot 848. Now, because we've got these new Protoframes added into the game, we've got updates to the Kim system. This is the chatting system between you and the already existing Protoframes. Here is a quick little demo of DE Megan talking to Minerva and Velimir in the one chat. For lore context, the Frost Protoframe and the Saren Protoframe, both of them are married, hence this freeway conversation in the Kim system.
All right, so when you play Techrot Encore on March 19th, you'll have 4 new technically 3 new places to chat. These will unlock progressively, such as for rank 4, you'll get Luminous Star, who could that be? Who will Cold Trial be, and why are they trying to hide their tracks? And last but not least, Minerva and Velimir have a group chat with her. And this is where you can start to figure out what's going on with Major Rusalka. So let's see, Mom toxicated, real answers, none of this hard to explain. What happened to her? We need answers. What do you think, Meg? LOL. Oh, Papa Polar, no reason to be like that. Start with a hi, how are ya? Sorry, pal, when M's got a target in sight.
Oh, they're fighting.
They're fighting.
Ouch. Mom and Dad are fighting.
Mom and Dad are fighting.
Flashbacks, the update.
Yeah. So, Minerva and Velimir, I assume?
Come on, give me a sparkle.
Give me a sparkle.
Uh-oh.
They're fighting!
They are fighting, so you are a therapist now. Uh-oh, I get the feelings. What are you gonna say?
I'm so extremely confused.
Megan.
Sparkle me. Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm flopping.
You're in your
therapist.
flop era,
I'm
Meg.
a flop
so
therapist.
Good cop, bad cop.
Oh.
See what you can do. Yeah, be nice.
Yeah, let's have a little conversation. How far do you want me to go?
That's fine.
Okay. Bye.
So, as you can see, the arcs for these characters will be yours to explore through the Kim system.
That's right.
They also showed off how we're going to engage with the Technocyte Coda via Arkham PC. So you're going to press this malware button found in the top right hand corner, and this is going to let you look at your Coda Lich and all of the rewards that you're going to get for vanquishing it or for converting it. Here's a quick little display of all of the new ephemeras coming with the Technocyte Coda Liches. Now, I think there are more to be added, but this is just what they've got added into the game so far.
Hope you enjoy a mix of nastiness.
This is giving face hugger, am I right?
Oh, that's cool.
Am I right?
They're very monster focused.
Very monster. This one's
The
getting
previous
impaled.
one was giving Nintendo lawsuit to me.
Yeah. Why?
Wait.
Oh.
Wait for the George Lucas lawsuit, am I right?
What the heck? It's giving.
So there are 8
I'm so
coming.
wrong.
So this is just 4 of the 8 that will be coming. The other ones. Actually, I have a concept. Yeah, if we want to show that, you'll see the other nasty ones. So we have the tails, infested tails.
Yeah, we have an infested tail one, which I'm really excited about. And there's a lot of gorish ones. Like there's a heart that comes out of your body, which is super fun.
Oh, I can show that one.
Oh, nice. There's like something lodged in your shoulder, which is quite badass. So these are what you can look forward to in the Technocyte Coda system. You can unlock these by playing that and get those ephemeras. Collect them all. Yo, what happened with the tails are coming? Yeah, look at the heart. I love it. it. I think it's so rad.
It's so aggressive.
It's so weird.
Look at it wiggles.
I know.
Oh,
It's sick.
nightmare. Nightmare.
Here's a quick little look at all of the new Gemini Protoframe skins that they're adding into the game with the next update.
So, of course, the 4 new Protoframes are also available as Gemini skins. Here we have Velimir II, aka Frost. He is, you know, just perfect. I'm not even going to say another word.
Yeah, this is the good work of
Great
Bento.
hair.
Yeah.
Always just
Lord have mercy.
Lord have
I wish I
mercy.
could zoom in even further to his face and just like,
I think if you customize his hair color, can you hit random a few times?
his hair won't change, but yes.
Oh, okay. But if you go to hair color, will it change?
Yes.
Then you
Want me
can
to get
zoom in.
crazy?
Yeah.
That's as far as I can zoom in.
Okay.
But yeah, you can get crazy with it. Oops, sorry. Here.
Look at that. Wow.
Oh,
He's got, like,
Ginger Fox.
A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful man.
Undo.
It was bingo dabber chic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get crazy with it. In the 90s, man, they
Oh,
got
yeah.
the manic panic of it all.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Go to Shoppers Drug. Sorry, that's Canadian. My bad. So sorry. Yeah, he's got some great coloring tints. Oh yeah, baby.
I just want to point out the work that Bento did in his biceps is insane.
yeah,
Like,
90% of the time was for biceps, and then 10% after that.
like, look at his arms.
We're gonna have to call him Bento Biceps.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Golden
this is.
ratio on his biceps.
Yeah. He's making us all weak for sure. But his partner in life at some point before things went so horribly wrong was Minerva. And Minerva is using the Saren, so they somehow got the batches for Saren and Frost, perhaps from Entradi. Minerva is quite a capable military woman, and she is very interested in finding her Rusalka, her Nessie. Obviously, they share assets in some ways.
That's a way to put it, I guess. Sure.
But obviously, Nessie takes after her mama, so.
And if you really want to
She
get
looks
crazy,
awesome.
yeah,
you
this
can
is,
get
this
real
is Adele's
go.
awesome work.
Yeah, Adele did an amazing job with this. Lots of amazing inspiration from the 90s. So a lot of 1999 inspo for the accessories and the aesthetic.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Get wild with it. Oh.
Those color channels.
Pretty
Yeah, the
insulting
color-
that you made them this hot and then didn't make them romanceable. Like, at least make them, you know.
At least it's speaking for the people.
Let's make more romance scenes, okay?
She's like, I just want to do
Okay.
some more kisses.
Let's get I guess we should go on record now for like the future of romance and everything. And obviously we are a company that as a team, like we adapt, we change things around. I'm not saying that these 4 are going to become romanceable because they do have quite set arcs, but we are, I see what's happened here.
You shouldn't have brought me
See what
on.
you've done.
I see what I've done. Sometimes the wanting is greater than the having.
Can we talk about the perfect being who is Miss Kaya?
Yes.
Oh,
So
look
cool.
how cute she is with her stickers.
Yes.
Yeah, the stickers. Man, Nathan did such a good job on this.
Yep.
She looks so cute. He also did Temple's
Yes,
face,
which we'll
not
see.
the body.
So Kaya is, of course, Nova. She is the youngest of the bunch, and that will be involved in her story and how she sort of feels about everything that's happened with her. Her Protoframe is just perfect.
Look at the little charm.
Yep. Yeah, she's got all her charms.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
know
I
my
was gonna
favorite part about this
unpack
skin?
that.
What
They
it-
took her classic Nova legs and put
Yeah.
them over sneakers.
It's perfect.
Like,
Oh, that's
you
cool.
can't,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
couldn't make a better Protoframe.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
it's
great.
just so cute.
She's so cute, and do her hair.
Yeah,
open
I was just
yeah,
gonna do
it's
it.
her hair tints so beautifully.
Oh, pink lemonade?
That's
It's
nice.
so cute.
Wow.
Yeah, if you were around in
candy.
1999, there was like a Gwen Stefani pink hair
Yeah.
era that Kaya is drawing from.
Oh, those cool too.
She's so gorgeous. Ooh, player with it. Okay.
Hey.
Ooh, a little blue mood. Ooh.
Yep,
You
so-
it's so fun. Like all the channels that you can
I like
play
her
around
little
with.
plasma thing
Yeah.
on her chest.
Yes.
That's
That,
cool.
yeah.
Super cool.
Like very, very well thought out accessories that the team just went nuts and went in for. So we're very excited for you to meet these characters. Yeah, the No Doubt pink hair, someone in chat knows. Yeah, yeah. She obviously was a No Doubt fan of our girl Gwen. And then last but not least,
Our flare. Oh, hold on. Don't look at Temple. Don't look at him.
look at Temple. Look at
don't do
everyone
it.
look.
Look away.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
So
shit.
cool.
So Kaz and Nathan, where to begin?
Cooked.
Yeah. Flare is very much everything about rock and roll, glam rock. Kaz has been wanting to put a glam rock Warframe in game for I think 7 years, they said. So Temple is here, and they are peak rock, a little bit of ex-Japan mixed with Bowie, mixed with everything, rock and roll. So we're hit random a little bit, see what happens. Oh no, don't change color, or can you change color?
I think we can.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, good.
And maybe bring out Lizzie in the arsenal. I don't know.
See a little Lizzie action?
So Lizzie has a lot to say. Lizzie was born from, I want to read the flavor text. Lizzie was born from Flair's own Techrot infested blood. More than a mere instrument, she thrums with fire-spitting fury. And you will hear her voice as you play. But not today.
But if we listen, oh, it's not set up.
Oh,
Listen to those UI sounds.
Yeah, look at those clicks. No, they were playing a strum the last time I did this, but that's all right. Lizzie shall be Lizzie.
there is sound today, just we turned off some of the voices because there's some work in progress lines.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil anything.
Here is a full display of everything Temple, as well as an explanation for all of his abilities by DE Pablo. Make sure to get subscribed for my upcoming Temple build guide whenever this update drops.
All right, are we ready to talk about our 60th Warframe Temple?
I sure am.
That's a lot of them.
Look at that!
Look at
Number
that!
60.
Damn!
Just a little knee slide, no big deal, with the alternate helmet. Yeah, which we'll show you in the arsenal as well. There they are, Temple in the Warframe flesh.
Yeah, Kaz just cooked on this one for, I don't know, nights, tears, blood, sweat.
Yeah, what is it, 7 years in the making?
Yeah, and then pretty much all of the animations, if not all of them, are done by Sung, who's just so talented. I mean, we have, I think, 15, I think this is the 60th Warframe
Correct,
now.
that's right.
And then, so each Warframe has 32 new animations, each one we do. And then, so for like 59 times 52 is, I think, 1,888 current animations in game. And then you got to do something different than what's already been done, so like actually it's really creatively demanding to make new animations for each Warframe, and somehow every single time he just absolutely kills it. So
It's incredible work.
the unsung hero of the team. I'll see myself out.
Well deserved, Sung. So yeah, this is the rocket helmet, the alternate helmet
It's very
for Temple.
Elvis-y. I love it.
It's so sick.
A deadliest mohawk I have literally ever seen.
Mohawk's physics, finally.
Yes.
Whatever game
Mohawk
needs.
physics.
Mohawk
yeah.
physics.
Yeah.
We've peaked. Jiggle. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not that jiggly. Maybe it is.
Why does it jiggle? What do you mean?
It's not a stiff mohawk.
It's
Anyways.
Techrot flesh. What do you expect it to do?
Ooh, yum. So yeah, this is Temple, our 60th Warframe. I don't know if you want to talk about their kit now, or do you want to do it when we go into gameplay?
I guess we do gameplay and
Yeah.
I'll just yap over it.
I do want to quickly mention, Temple just come with a signature pistol. This is the Riot 848 that has a very unique kind of bullet. Well, it's got Albercontrati tech into it with
Yeah.
the bullet retraction.
Yeah, so it's like a 1999 weapon with Entrati silencer, and the Entrati silencer basically makes all the bullets after they get shot teleport back to the weapon and then deal damage to whoever they want. So basically they kind of impale the enemy, and then when they come back they do.
We'll give you a little show in the game.
Megan's gonna teleport some bullets.
I'm gonna zip them right back to me. All right, we'll just jump into a quick little Rue manner. Pablo, what am I seeing in the middle here?
Yeah, so obviously this is our second musical frame. So we wanted it to be different than, than in the case of Octavia, it's more like, the melodies and composition and stuff. And in the case of Temple, it's more about rhythm. So what you see in the middle is a metronome. And essentially, if you cast your abilities when they're in the center of the metronome, they get enhanced things. So for example, they have 50% power efficiency. So you're pretty incentivized to always use it there. And every single ability has kind of a special way of scaling based on it. So your first ability, as you can see, creates flame pillars in front of you of all the enemies that you attack. If you nail the timing, again, it has 50% efficiency, and it deals way more damage. It creates more pillars, essentially. The second ability, it creates speakers that will deafen enemies in front of you, and it will add, you see those little effects around them, basically makes them more vulnerable to crits. So if you shoot a regular enemy, Like just shoot random enemies so we can see some yellow numbers and yellow and white numbers, yellow, white numbers, so you can see. And then when we do this one,
I keep pressing 3 to look at that.
Stop pressing. There you go. So now it's yellow and orange, right? So they're essentially more vulnerable to crits. If you nail the timing, they're even more vulnerable to crits. So you really want to try and get that timing down. Then the third ability is kind of we did something a little weird, which is essentially is like a dual purpose ability. From one part, it gives you a buff, which is added heat damage for you and all your allies to your weapons. And every time you get the timing right on the metronome on any ability, the duration of that buff increases and the amount of that buff increases. So you can keep growing it and growing it and growing it if you're nailing the timing. But also, you can use it at any point as an oh shit button, because it makes you invulnerable and it heals you and gives you shield. So yeah, it's generally just a buff, but also if you're like in trouble, you can just cast it at the moment and you'll get saved. So it's like a double use there that we tried. And last but not least, as you guys have seen on middle, as you're building up from landing abilities in the metronome, you're charging up for your Exalted weapon, which is, let's see. So you get a giant flamethrower from your guitar. If you ever watched Mad Max, so look,
Witness me! Yeah, hanging off the side of a truck.
Guitar flamethrower.
Guitar flamethrower, very
So
important.
Yeah, and you can also aim. So if you aim, you can see in the bottom right, all her abilities change into different elements, and you can throw projectiles for that element and basically prime enemies with that. So if you want to do viral, you just aim and press 1, and it'll just create a projectile, and everyone gets viral and magnetic and whatnot. If you do it on the timing, the projectile is bigger and has higher status chance. So you can basically murder them with fire, but also you can remove their defenses, slow them down, all of that, amplify damage with viral, so on and so forth.
And you can also just hold it down for just
Yeah,
fire.
if you just want to do mayhem,
Yeah.
you can also just do
Fire.
mayhem.
Mayhem.
Yeah, so that is Temple, our 60th Warframe. I hope that you got good rhythm.
Yeah, good luck.
The question I've been getting over and over whenever people see this frame is like, what if I'm terrible with my rhythm?
And it's like,
This is a good way to
It's not
practice.
as bad as it might seem.
Yeah, like your abilities still work. It's just you don't get the boost.
They're adding a new version of defense to the 1999 star chart called Solstice Square, where you're going to defend Flare during a music concert of his, and this is where you're going to farm up his parts. Now, this has changed to be 3 waves per rotation instead of the 5 that we're used to, and this is one of the upcoming quality of life changes to basically all defense missions in the game.
Defense with a twist. So this is a game mode with 2 twists. 3 twists. 3 twists. Maybe even 4.
Buffalo is giving us the eyes.
There's a lot of twists.
Does that just cancel all each other
Now
out?
there's no twist.
Yeah, there's no twist.
So in our defense with 3 or 4 twists, it is only 3 waves. So that's the first big change with Techrot Encore, is that we have taken all our 5-wave defense structures and pushed them down to 3. Here you are, Flare and Lizzie are playing a concert at the end of the world. Victor wants to kill Temple and their band for everything they did. You'll find out the story as you play, and your job is to defend Flare and Lizzie as they rock out at the end of the world. This is the last concert in Hulvania, and you must defend Temple. The twists are not limited to, obviously, the shortened wave, but we also have structured it so that at the end of each 3rd wave batch, there's going to be a berserker coming that Victor sends, that if that berserker reaches Temple, it's not going to go well for you in the mission. So it's a little bit of like the Demolists, but with a defense twist. So it's kind of combining what makes those game modes fun and just a little more high energy, high paced. So it's like disruption mixed with defense and shortened. So it's just like boom, boom, just a little more high energy.
Yeah, the defense change, I don't know if we had mentioned it, but the defense change is going to be general change.
Yes.
So basically, any defense mission in the game that is currently the 5 wave is now going to be changed like Duviri, which is like 3 waves, they come faster. It's like snap your keep things going.
At the end of each third wave, there's going to be a new Berserker enemy, kind of similar to the Demolus from Disruption, but unfortunately they didn't show this off in the gameplay because they accidentally killed it with a console command. And it looks like after the first rotation, so after you survive for 3 waves, similar to Stoffler on Luya, the tile set is actually going to collapse and change, so that is pretty cool.
That is sure to delight. Oh, there we go. Whee! All right.
He's still just going right way.
Power of music.
The power of rock and roll.
Here is a quick look at Gyre Deluxe and the Ultranox Deluxe.
Those feet.
It
Like,
is
one of our
she is
craziest feet there.
incredible.
Wait, those are broken.
That's broken. Don't
Don't
look.
look at it.
Don't look. Don't look.
I was like, what the hell?
Don't look.
She has
not a
crazy high
twist.
heels.
That's not-
Don't look at her feet.
Don't look at her feet.
Don't look at her feet.
That's a twist.
Yeah, that's the other twist. Don't look at her feet. Anyways, she has crazy feet eventually, but
Yeah.
this is
love
Gyre
this.
Deluxe.
Awesome.
She's
Vorten.
beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Wait, Vortengeist.
Vortengeist. Yeah.
Yes.
There
Oh
you
my
go.
god, I leveled up. Yes.
Absolutely stunning.
Incredible, coming with the Alternox
Oh,
Deluxe
yeah,
skin
that's
as well. That's big gun.
That is.
That's a big
That was
gun.
so crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
It's like
They've added Mario Kart into Warframe, and this is called Ollie's Crash Course.
The stream
Get good,
started.
Reb.
Who did it? Who wasn't there before? Who? Was
Don't look away, look away.
keyboard cowboy.
that you?
No.
Who the hell is keyboard cowboy?
We'll find you. Nah. All right. It's become something of an animal, this Crash Course,
Insane.
where it is
Started
now
as a mini game.
started on a K drive and now we're here.
Yep, now we
All right, Meg.
we went a little crazy with it, but it's
Can they
been
hear
a
it,
lot of
Rib?
fun.
Oh, right. It's a little diminished. Okay, great.
Eric, what are we dealing with the tunes?
Yeah, this is a new tune that that Matt wrote specifically for this game mode. It's kind of a riff on The Call, but a more arcadey version of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know
and
that.
James's voice, like samples of his voice, are in the track too. So it's a fun one.
Incredible.
Yeah. So James's voice acting debut has turned into a full-fledged feature. The design team, the level team, the art team, UI team, sound, everyone has just gone bonkers
Yeah.
with this.
The icons that they made for it, like, it's just so
Yeah,
fun.
it will have weekly leaderboards in Worlds, so you saw ours just for some testing, and there will be a reward, so you can actually get Ollie's bike.
Which I'm on right now.
So we have a full.
Oh, no! I'm losing it! No, I'm just kidding. Everything's
I
fine.
love the arcadey sounds that one of our sound designers did for this
like,
too,
bling.
Mark.
Yeah.
He had a lot of fun with it.
I love
Turned
how
out
the
great.
clock looks even.
Yeah, the UI team reskinned it. Like it went to.
Went from 0 to 100, really?
It did.
It's awesome.
Pseudo Exalteds and Ash are getting changed, so here is a quick explanation from DE Pablo. I'll make sure to have my own in-depth explanations up here on my YouTube channel a day or two after the update drops, so make sure to get subscribed for that.
Pseudo Exalted, sure. I can yap about them. So we kind of already gave you like an initial rundown last time. What's happening?
She's got notes. You
I
can pull
got
up the
notes.
you
I'm
got
sure
notes,
you're
okay.
sticking to the script here.
So there's a lot of details. You know, I've actually gotten a lot of questions, and I've seen a lot of Twitter and forums and stuff. There's a bajillion details on this. So we actually have a dev blog which goes over all the tiny little specifics because there's a lot to go over. So I'm just gonna go over like the big points. CODA, Atlas, Gyre, and Ash, as it says there, all are getting basically moddable weapons, which before used to be pseudo exalteds. Basically, they would grab the mods from your melee weapon, which unfortunately a lot of people didn't know about, and a lot of people that didn't know about, maybe they didn't use it as much, so on and so forth. So now you can just mod them directly, and it's awesome. Excalibur / Dash will take the mods directly from Exalted Blade. And Pseudo Exalteds now have their own melee combo, so it works very similar to the Atlas one, except it has the numbers similar to a regular melee weapon. So things like Blood Rush and stuff like that all work essentially the same. But specifically for Blood Rush, we had a little, so the way Blood Rush works, generally for you, well, the way combo works, sorry. For normal attacks, you get 4x multiplier when it says 12x, and only the heavy attack gets the 12x, which is pretty confusing. I didn't like keeping that on this one because you would see 12x, but you only get 4x. That's just confusing. So it actually applies the full 12x, but we had to change the base damage down. So basically, you get an effective 6x. Does that make sense? That was confusing, but
It went from 4 to 12, but down to up.
so it used to be 4. It used to be 4. We made
Then
it
there's a
12,
twist.
Yeah.
but this is way too much, as 12 would have been way too much damage. So we cut the base damage, so it's effectively a 6x. So you're still 50% larger damage than it is on live right now. But when you see the damage on the Pseudo Exalted, you might think it's low because you don't know that part.
But now you know.
Yeah, sorry, I know it's confusing. This stuff has been
You
very,
went off
very
script,
complex.
Pablo. I didn't have it on my slide.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you
No,
that.
it's fine.
What else? Arcane slots and stances now provide the stances provide capacity they didn't before, so they were usually harder to mod. So now you can mod those. Exilus and adapters for there's a few Exalted weapons that didn't have Exilus, so now those have it. And then all Exalteds and Pseudo Exalteds have access to both Exilus and the Arcane slot. A bunch of different mods that never worked for Exalteds now work for Exalted, so there's a lot to be done there. Exalted Blade and Serene Storm now give combo from the ranged attacks, not just from the melee ones, which used to be quite a bit of a pain to use directly. So it's a lot of things. I know some people are concerned about where exactly will the damage land and stuff. I think you'll see once you use it, it is billion times easier to build your combo. You don't have to pre-build it with your melee weapon and then snapshot it, which like the 99% of people didn't used to do. So I understand if you're in the 0.1% that did used to do that and has an amazing ribbon, you might be feeling a little bit of the sting. And I'm sorry for that, but the other 99% of players, this is just huge for them in terms of how much more accessible this is and just how much more straightforward it is to use it.
Brew, if you don't mind coming to gameplay real quick. Yeah. So just an example for Ash.
Yeah, so we're actually exposing it as a mechanic.
Right.
Yeah.
By design.
Right.
So it's no more reading our minds about how statistics work.
Yeah, so Blake, so I guess I can, do I segue into Ash?
Yes.
I guess so. So as part of this, since we were going to touch this part, might as well give Ash what I've been calling a retouch, meaning it's not like a full, it's not like a rework where I'm going to just remove abilities and stuff. I'm just going to improve the abilities that he has, and that's what we did for him. So I'll go over them. So Shuriken, basically we increase their Shurikens from 2 to 5. We made them appear in an arc. They deal 50% more damage. Oh, you have it there. I don't know why I'm trying to memorize.
I got you.
They shoot on an arc now. Smoke screen increases the duration by 50%. For the teleport, basically, we baked in the augment into the base ability. And then we made the augment a separate thing, which is essentially, it gives you parkour velocity when you use it. And if you get a kill, it increases the duration of your smoke screen. So you can kind of keep it going with that. And then for Bladestorm, so Bladestorm is a little complicated. The way it works in live, it does one hit that takes the mods from your weapon, but not the mods from your ability. And then it does 3 hits that don't take the mods from the weapon, but do take the mods from the ability. So what we did is basically we changed it all to a single hit that now takes the mod from both things, which obviously once you multiply them, it ends up being considerably bigger. And since you don't have to do the 3 hits, it resolves way faster. So usually when you would do that, and then you would have to see them do 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, and then the next one, and the next one, and the next one, it would take forever to resolve. Now it's a single hit, which is much stronger because now it considers both mods at once. And then it also it makes the ability resolve faster. I think that's, and we increased the marking range. Maybe too much. I was using it this morning. I was like, you just mark everything with 1 tap. So maybe you might have to touch that one. So lots of changes there. This is the sort of thing that I know for a lot of you that are more into the numbers, you'll have to try it out to see how it feels. But I can at least promise you that definitely is way smoother to use, and the damage is much clearer. How it all works is much clearer. One thing I didn't even know, is that the marks on Ash change based on the enemy level. So if you were fighting an enemy 10 level, it would only mark them once. I had no idea that existed until Cristiano looked at the script and we were like, what?
I actually remember doing that. That's my fault. Like, I remember talking to, back in the day, about like Bladestorm stuff, so it's, yeah, because they were going to kill them, because we would give you back energy depending on what died before the mark resolved. So I remember there was like a race condition between marking everything, but if someone died before.
But then we removed the whole, each mark costs different amount of energy.
Yes,
so
but we never changed. Yeah, I know. Yeah, oh God. Yeah.
Anyway.
So all of that and more is in the dev workshop that the team has posted.
Here are 5 new pieces of Tennogen coming into the game with the next update.
More people. Our Tennogen. We have 5 new pieces of Tennogen coming to Techrot Encore. Rue's going to come over to my screen here.
Oh my God.
I know.
Varuna!
Finally! First and finally skin. But first we have the Stynax Hussar skin and alternate helmet. This is from Lubox and Afterburner, who is a first-time participator in Tennogen. So welcome to the family. I want to see him do one more pull-up. That's my guy.
So you mocap that, right, Elise?
Yeah, I do that every day.
Yeah.
No, but I did his animations and I did Varuna's Noble set.
That right there. You did.
Yeah.
Hugging of the dog. This is the Varuna Demonia skin and helmet by Kakarot2812.
I love you so much, Varuna. Look at her with her wolves.
And the amount of work, like that's 5 different heads.
That's 5 heads.
That's 5. That's a 5 head.
It's a 5 head.
That's a 5 head.
It is. It is.
Oh, she's perfect. Whee! Oh, I love her. First Tennogen.
Tiamat herself.
Varuna, rejoice. And then we have the Endoctios.
Nice.
Endocitos. Shoulder armor by Eduino22.
Does that mean something in Spanish? Endocitos?
What if I give it a Spanish flair?
Yeah.
Endocitos.
En dos hitos.
Oh!
What about an Irish flair?
I like literally can't even hear it in my I'm so
Irish
sorry.
people even read?
Stop. Oh my God.
Has anyone met an Irish person?
Oi, laddie.
No.
Oh no.
Did you just say oi, laddie?
I did.
Oh,
didn't hit. It didn't land.
We Irish.
Oh no.
We don't even have like
It's
Irish
okay.
content
England,
creators,
Irish,
right?
Scottish, it's all the same.
Potatoes?
That's the joke.
Oh. I was like, how could you?
That's the joke.
Sorry.
Tactical potato. He's literally the most Irish person on.
Oh wait, yeah. Let me hear his voice in my head.
Hey, all you fuckers. Doesn't he say that?
I mean, sure, but good lord. Good lord.
We should just quit while we're behind.
The Irish is starting to come
Yeah,
out.
we didn't have
Came
to
out
bleep.
really natural though.
Yeah, that's an everyday for Ren.
Doesn't Tactical Potato say
He
that?
swears all the time, yes.
He does do that,
He's
right?
got a foul mouth, that
Oh, my
potato. Damn. Your mom's gonna call you. Anyway.
I'm in so much trouble.
This is the Lunaris Syndana by Lex182. A very moon crescent-shaped Syndana. Beautiful.
Looks great.
Power of the moon. And then we have the Rau Syndana by Blazing Cobalt and Rittens, who familiar name, but first-time Tennogener.
Oh my
A little
God.
collab.
Oh, that's incredible.
How beautiful is that? Very like gemstone-esque. It's not, but it's giving like stalactite type of vibe.
Beautiful.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful look.
Gorgeous pieces.
There are 4 new upcoming Warframe augments, 1 for Wisp, 1 for Kome, 1 for Corvex, and 1 for Gyre. I'll let the devs go through them all and talk about them.
Yeah, we have 4 new augments. We didn't do some on the last update, so we were due. The Wisp one is a lot of fun. I think we're going to show a video for
We
that
have
one.
a little video, yes. we
Okay,
do.
so we'll show a video for that one. Essentially, you create 2 copies, and then you, instead of like being a longer duration one, it just creates a zone. Then Mikushi is just a very good synergy to kind of get those cooldowns going faster, so you can start getting more and more upgrades if you so choose. Then yeah, we have one for Corvex, which is a very interesting one because it does change how you play quite a bit because it changes it into a channeled ability. And then for Gyre, it's kind of similar to Bolt's shield. Essentially, as long as you're shooting through the sphere, they're getting the extra status effect.
Excellent.
All right, so we have a little video to show Wisps off. Rue's got it cooking. So you can see the radiated fire field.
Wow, we really bring the fire this update.
We also have,
played
as you
again.
saw earlier, an arcane that benefits from irradiating enemies. So, you know,
Here is a quick reminder of some of the upcoming quality of life changes and even more new player quality of life changes.
Are we ready for some quality of life?
Let's do it.
Before we jump into it, I did want to remind people that on the January dev stream, we also talked about quality of life.
Yes, we did.
So if we don't mind showing that slide, Rue, just a reminder of this is also coming alongside what we're about to tell you.
Yeah, this is
today.
basically the past 2 months of our lives. So everything we've been working on is coming. So this is a summary.
This is what we showed in January, and now we have
Even
this,
more.
this strange Rue, if you don't mind popping that one.
Even more.
First, new player experience, quality of life.
We are redesigning the path throughout the star chart in that early game. We identified some things that we're calling like swamps that really bog players down as they're doing their journey. And we did an audit. So you can really find yourself, if you're a new player, if you're going to be going through the star chart to get to something like the second dream as a huge milestone, there's more variety in the missions you play. There's actually less nodes directly that you have to play, and the junctions have gotten a look. We've done some repathing. We tweaked some of the junction fights to be a little bit more of like a boss fight. And I think the one that people have been looking forward to for possibly 4 years now is the Necromech is no longer required for the new war. We will give you a loner. So you no longer need to grind out a Necromech all its parts from the ISO vaults. We are just going to say, in you go. So we have done a sort of loner setup for you so that that's no longer a blocker, it's no longer a wall you have to hit. So that is something we're going to deploy, and we're going to see how that shakes out with people that may or may not be stuck. Obviously, this decision is one based on years and years of back and forth. We really were against it, and then we were for it, against it, and now we're just going to rip off the Band-Aid and see what happens. There's a lot in, you know, it happens, so we'll see. So that is probably the biggest one. Generally speaking, just some really good audits throughout for making that new player journey a little more, I guess, a little less turbulent, less opaque.
Streamlined.
Yeah, just streamlining. There you go.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
All right, so that's new player experience stuff.
The Arcwing launcher thing, that was a bugbear for some of the team here. You no longer have to like go out of your way to get an Arcwing launcher segment. You just get it after the Arcwing quest, so you don't need to.
You know exactly what you like, the crafting stuff. Like you'll get it.
I saw some people confused. We did not remove nodes, but basically, since we changed the path that you have to take, kind of the mandatory nodes to go from one quest to the other are less. Essentially, we made like side paths that you can go to.
Yes.
So you'll just see basically the same nodes, but they're just kind of moved around a little bit, and the connections are different. You will see one junction that they changed quite a bit.
Yes, yeah, one reroute. Yeah, like we cut it, like Ceres is no longer on the core path at all. Yeah. So quite deep surgery, but effective surgery. So the patient is currently in recovery and doing well.
Oh, very well.
But that's not all, folks.
More, we do have much more quality of life. If you are a Oh, I thought you said something. If you are a Captura lover and user, which actually our multimedia team also is, so these are kind of benefiting us as well as the players. But we have a lot of really good stuff coming for Captura. Example being save Captura settings in between sessions, so if you're bouncing back and forth, it'll save that. Hiding avatars such as player, companion, and weapons individually. Just some really
yeah, let's not skip over prorated bundles.
I'm not.
Oh, sorry.
I haven't even gotten there yet.
Enchanted.
I haven't even gotten there yet.
You're reading that. They're reading that. What do you mean? Nothing. I'll go to my swear jar.
Girl. Hiding UI better, stuff like that. Advancing time. Binding works on all screens. There's a whole bunch of quality of life there. So if you are a Captura user, you can look forward to that. And then sound options quality of life. Eric, let's talk.
Yeah, this one's actually been a long time coming. So we did two things here. We simplified the audio options menu for new players. So if you're a new player and you're jumping in and you just want to quickly adjust sound effects or dialogue, it's a lot easier now because you're not presented with as much stuff as you were before. But for people who have been playing a little bit longer and want a little bit more customization, you can right-click on any of those faders now to bring up some more advanced options. So we've actually broken things out a little bit more. This is in dialogue. So now you have control over all of the narrative dialogue. Enemies are on a separate slider, so you can control all the enemy dialogue separately. You can control your companion dialogue separately. That also controls like your Railjack companions. And there's one for Gemini skin dialogue there, so you can control that separately for yourself and for allies. So yeah, a bit more control and dialogue. I think the biggest one's probably sound effects. So before, sound effects used to be on one slider for all the sound effects. We've broken out it more here, so you've got your own weapon sounds that you can control separately, your own ability sounds, all of the enemy and ally combat sounds, that's like their weapons and abilities and explosions, you can control separately. And then ambience volume you can control separately. So if you're hunting for things and trying to echolocate stuff, you can turn things down. So yeah, we realized that like everyone plays a bit different and wants to hear different things, so we've made that possible. And I'll just mention like we do plan on adding a couple more sliders in the future, depending on what people want and what people ask for. So yeah, I think it'll be a cool little quality of life.
Yeah.
You can hear what you want to hear.
I usually do.
Exactly. Selective hearing is now built into the game.
All right, prorated bundles.
There you go.
You would never skip it.
You would never skip it.
I didn't know it and everything.
If you are a player that uses your platinum to buy things in isolation, maybe from the arsenal, and then you go to the bundles and you see that there was a discounted bundle price for any platinum bundle content in the market that has individual components, we will now be prorating the platinum cost of those. So for instance, if there is something, I think like a good example is the Stalker bundle. Like the bundle prices will now adjust.
If you have the dread.
If you have something from within the bundle. So
Yeah.
yeah. So this is so if you think about, maybe you've been talking to your friends or you see in the community some feedback about like if you buy one thing, then you kind of have to pay for it again if you buy the bundle. We are now making it so that those prices adjust. So
nice.
Yeah. So that's coming with the March 19th, which is not a spoiler, update as well. We started the show with that. So that is coming. So
there you go.
It's only for plat bundles.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. All right. A couple other things. Devere Paradox and the Hex Quest are going to be replayable. If you don't mind just really quickly going to my screen, you'll notice my cat is back. Kalimos is back, and here you will be able to replay. So if you missed seeing that wonderful screen ending for the one ending, if you will, you can see it again.
Yep.
See it again.
And I do encourage you. You have time. Just put down Monster Hunter just for a minute. You can get to rank 4 in the Hex, so you can play Techrot Encore. Because most of the content, like the defense mission, Temporal Archimedia, are all rank 4 onward.
Right.
So you'll need to rank up your syndicate and play the true ending.
There you go. As well, the We All Live Together cinematic can now be replayable if you've done the new war and you've turned your Fortuna narmerized. Well, I mean, that wasn't your choice, but if your Fortuna is now narmerized, you weren't able to replay that cinematic, so now there is an area for you to replay it at your leisure, if that's your vibe. We talked about this last stream, but the Valence swap adapter, I can go and visit Miss Eleanor.
Oh, and someone asked about, is there an update on the drifter in the profile? Yeah, I don't know if it's going to make it for Techrot Encore, but we are adding a setting where you can choose if you want people to see your operator or your drifter in your profile. So, oh yeah, the elemental vice is there. That price was actually just changed before the stream, so ignore that. That is not accurate.
It's expensive.
But elemental vice will be there or in the market for 20 plat for you to change any adversary weapon to whatever element you want once you've maxed it.
There you go.
100K is a lie. Don't listen to these prices.
You're rich.
If you vote for me, I'll lower it by half.
Oh, you're in the running? I like
Who's
it.
opposing?
No one.
Elias wants to raise prices.
Yeah, I suck.
No
way. Megan raised prices.
No, I'm broke. The face-off PvP mode is getting some squad-wide boot. It's PH right now, obviously. But
Yeah, basically we saw that particularly in low population regions. Like it's totally fine in North America, but in certain regions it's hard to find basically people to queue with. So we added this so periodically you get a boost, and then that way we're hoping that people will play at the same time so they can find other people to play with essentially.
there you go. And I think they'll vary. Oops, sorry, my mouse died. They'll vary. Like they change. Some of them are like more rewards, Or is it just the boost?
No?
I love it.
You're
Just the
making
squad
But if you
boost.
vote for me,
No, we're not voting for Red. We're not
Can I
voting
just
for
say,
Red.
I
Yeah, you
adore
get more
the
standing,
Kim
you get more
system
boss
music.
for when
Yeah.
when you play.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's so good.
yeah.
Oh, the Kim music?
Yeah,
I
sorry, I
know.
didn't mean to
No,
worry.
it's so good.
It's good to
Never
just, like,
gets
I could just
old.
listen to that all day.
A couple other things. The Awakening tutorial is getting a lighting facelift.
Yes, we are putting it under the knife, and it is getting some like a palette unifying pass from the cinematic. We're adding more atmospherics lighting pass. It's being converted to, I don't know if it's being converted to GI. I think it is, but they relit the whole thing and it looks awesome.
It
So
does look
Our
incredible.
resident talent.
Yeah, converted to new
Derek
GI
has
volume
been
lighting.
doing the
Derek,
work,
Party Pat.
making it look awesome. Yeah, Party Pat. That's right.
And last but not least, we do have some Ancient Protector changes coming in this update, such as reducing the decay time of the Ancient Protector so that their Overguard buff is shorter. And the
Am I
decay,
crazy or a lot of this is already shipped?
not the Ancient Protector stuff.
Okay, I thought some of it had because I got complaints about the
There
change, but-
there was one thing that shipped similarly related,
the
but
Thrax thing, right?
the Thrax
yeah,
thing,
the
yeah.
Thrax,
Yeah, but not this one specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then as well, not getting Overguard from their own abilities or able to give Overguard to other Ancients as well.
And finally, here is a recap of everything that is coming in the Techrot Encore update.
Just a reminder, this is the stuff that we showed on the January dev stream. So the whole Technocyte Coda system with all of the weapons, cosmetics, mods, all of that. The Scaldra weapons, the Drifter and Operator Scaldra outfits, the hair that's coming for the Drifter and Operators, Gyre Deluxe we showed, the 1999 decorations, Kim system improvements, defense, Omniforma, all of that. And then today we talked about, oops, sorry, I touched my mic, our 60th Warframe Temple, when Lizzie of course.
Yes.
4 Protoframes, plus their Kim chats, not romanceable, sorry. The mall expansion of the Round Table, Deep Archimedia and Temporal Archimedia 1999, Stage Defense with Temple rocking out, or Flare Talk rocking out. Again, Gyre Deluxe. Ollie's Crash Course, Pseudo Exalted rework, Ash ability changes, new Tennogen.
And that's just today what we showed.
That's just today.
Not including the entire infested Lich system.
I just said that.
Oh, shit.
I cannot wait.
I was getting in trouble.
talking to Jeff.
I was getting in
was
trouble.
Jeff,
I'm
you're
in trouble for
distracting.
swearing.
Jeff, you're distracting us.
I cannot wait to see, for everyone to see all the work that's gone into the Liches. The personality those guys have is insane, and I shot poor Jay in the foot because I was like, more tentacles, because I thought I was going to work on it, and then I didn't, and then he had to deal with it. But yeah, Jay and Sung and Scott and Sedona have been absolutely killing it, and there's so many like fun little things they do.
Yeah.
It's just,
It's
so
it's
good.
nasty.
Yeah, and also, have we shown the boy band dance stuff yet?
Yes.
Yeah, the boy band dance stuff.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
we showed a little montage of the
Warframe's Techrot Encore update is arriving March 19th at 11 a.m. ET for all platforms. Make sure to subscribe to this channel for some guides and videos regarding the Techrot Encore update. Thanks for watching this one. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.